Yo, what's up? The weekend is barely over and Gaijin already started Gaijining. Yes, what happened, you may ask? Simple. Today, the word sale was posted next to the word enlisted, which obviously led to a frenzy among the nerds. But this instantly turned into disappointment because, you see, I can't even scroll down. I can't even scroll down because there's no sale. The only thing you can get is these bum starter packs. Now, what's a starter pack? Well, this is a starter pack. You pay your currency of choice and then you get 3 days premium, 300 gold and random stuff. Now, of course, the medic is at level 4. You still have to upgrade him with silver. Classic Gaijin. The only reason to buy these packs is that they are giving you a very good rate on gold and premium on top of it. So usually what you want to do, and you can I think only buy them once in your life, so one starter pack for every nation, that's it. You just want to, instead of buying other things, or instead of buying gold the normal way, you just buy all 4 starter packs and tada, you have 1200 gold and 12 days premium at a severely discounted price, and the rest you get on top for free. Yeah, it doesn't hurt, not nothing special, but yeah, this is the good rate. Wonderful. And as far as I remember, these starter packs were always available when there was a big sale, so you could just take them as a nice bonus, or not if you didn't want, and that's it. Keep in mind, if you buy all of them, or even if you buy just 3 of them, you can get yourself the battle pass, and once again at a discounted price. But here's the problem, there's no other discounts. Literally nothing else is discounted. Neither the gold squads nor the currency squads. Nothing is discounted, so there's literally no discount. Gaijin pulled the Gaijin, and there's writing these 2 words together and coming up with such a bum thing. It's ridiculous. If you want to laugh, link down below in the comments, which you should read more often, by the way. I always link interesting, nice stuff in my pinned comment. And Morphos ain't reading. Yeah, go to the comment that I pinned and click on Reddit, and you will see what the Redditors write about this. For the first time, maybe once every 100 posts, enlisted Redditors managed to come up with reasonable ideas. This is one of the few times, so it's actually worth reading. Also very funny how some shills try to do damage control there, and yeah, I won't spoiler the fun. You enjoy it, really. I enjoyed it. It was very funny to read. So yeah, that's the first thing. Second thing is, after having suffered through this event, here's my verdict, because what many of you wrote in my comments and on other social media, and also what I noticed from talking with people playing this event, this is a big psyop by Gaijin. It's basically a kick in the nuts, because straight up Gaijin lied. Now, how did we figure it out? Well, first of all, this event looked great on the leaks or spoilers, depending on how you view it, when all people knew was the MKBs, the Paratrooper squad for the Americans, and the 5000 battle score you need to reach the next event stage, and also 1 stage per day, so you can relatively quickly grind through these stages and get to your main prizes ASAP, and also collect all those MKBs in the meantime. Alright, this looked very good, and I made an absolute hype video. I was hyped myself. Extremely rarely nowadays for Enlisted, but I was. And also, if you care, you get stuff like this name decorator, if you buy this. And then, after playing this event for a few days, a few things started happening. Not only did we notice that these numbers are actually manipulated, we also noticed, or everyone actually noticed the second thing, Gaijin adjusted some numbers. So, the first thing that we noticed is, this MKB sucks. It's worse than the BR2 Gold Order MKB that's already in the game. It's just straight up trash. it needs to be downranked to be a 2 or Meta Universal Rifle at BR 3, or for those who demand the weapon to be downranked to 10 bullets, then put it at BR 1. But the way it is right now, it's straight up trash. And it's such a disappointment, because if the MKB isn't really worth grinding for, why would you play this event? Oh, you need to play like 8 fucking days to get the Paratrooper squad? Well, I don't even know how good or bad this Thompson is. I've also heard people say it needs to be downranked because it's too bad. Well, I don't have any opinion on that gun yet. I didn't even bother watching the stats, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's similarly disappointing as the MKB. So the first problem, the prices quite suck. Then, it's a paid event. You have to buy, well, you can buy the 900 gold, or pay them, and buy this extended pass, which lets you, well, it gives you 30% bonus, which is basically nothing, and it gives you these eagle name decorators. I guess some people are gonna like them, but that's fucking it. It's not like you can all of a sudden grind all stages in one day, which would work actually worth buying, or it's not like you get 50% bonus or 100%. No, you literally get fucking bum 33% bonus. What the hell? What the hell? And this is just where it starts, because it gets worse. The main premise of this event being player friendly was that it's a event that you grind every day, combined with 5,000 points per day. Compared to the old standard event structure of 20,000 points every 2 days, this looks like an improvement, right? Because it's literally half of the grind, and well, the downside is you have to play every day. You can't just play once every 2 days, so you pay it with the loss of flexibility. But still, you have to play only half as much. So overall, I would still say, yeah, it's annoying to play constantly, but it's okay, because it's overall less. But here's the big problem. These 5,000 battle score are actually around 10,000. And depending on how you calculate them, yeah, like they're around 10, maybe even a bit more than 10,000 that you have to play each day. Because, and people noticed that, and Gaijin fucking didn't write it anywhere, which is why it's an absolute dick move. Most of the things you do in this game don't give you proper amount of experience. If you shoot down planes or vehicles, you don't get a normal amount of experience. If you blow up structures, you don't get a normal amount of experience. If you want to blow up structures, oftentimes you can't even do that. I had a game where I tried to blow up one of these these BR1 flak tanks, and after 2 TNT packs, 1 TNT charge, and 2 Ofenrohr shots, I noticed they're basically indestructible. Maybe you need infinite, maybe you need maybe I need to repeat the whole procedure again. But well, I lost my whole squad, and the fucking thing wasn't destroyed. So, alright. Which is bad, because the American paratrooper planes are getting shot down, still like 300 meters away from the point. So, playing this as an American is an absolute pain in the ass. Especially if the Germans know how to defend. I played this event maybe like 10 games overall, and playing Germans here is very easy. It's very easy. Playing Americans is a pain in the ass. You have to sweat, and it's not even the fun way. It's literally just being constantly annoyed and just trying to scratch out a little advantage to win the games somehow. So, yeah, but the biggest con here is simply the experience. The numbers, basically everything you do, I think also capping and other things, are limited in terms of what you get. The building structures as an engineer assists, also limited. So yeah, Gaijin literally just tried to pull the biggest asshole move ever by writing down 5,000 but decreasing all the points you get. So yeah, now what does it mean overall for the event structure? It means it's straight up the worst event structure ever, because it is worse than the old one, which already was bad as fuck. Because the old structure, the old event structure, as I said, 20,000 every 2 days, and you can decide when you play. You can sit down and do the 20,000 in one go. And if you're not interested in playing, if you only want to get the prizes, well, yeah, like you will find some time to get it during 2 days, yeah? To find a few hours where you're motivated to do it. Here, you are forced to do the same fucking work. You still have to do 20,000 points overall in 2 days, since as we just found out. But you are forced to play every day now. Ridiculously inflexible. And it gets even worse, because since people are forced to play every day now, the players noticed severe server problems, severe server lags and crashes. I very rarely get any server problems. I usually play on all servers activated around the world. Since sitting in Europe, you are quite in the center of everything. So I don't mind. I don't care where my server is. I literally just can play every server. This event, for some reason, roughly 1/3 of all games, which is much higher than normally, I get severe stuttering, lags, and some games are even completely left because there was just... I was shooting at enemies and they kept getting 10 bullets and nothing happened. Yes, or the parachutes in the sky were stuttering. Yes, and fun like that. Fun like that, throwing grenades and the grenades get stuck in the sky and then they get teleported back and then they change the direction. So, all of the fun stuff. And if you see stuff like that goes on for the 1 minute, you know, okay, fuck this match. Let's leave, get into a better server. The problem is, because everyone is forced to play this bum event now, people are, usually around the time when the event resets every day, flooding in to get their Coomer prizes. And this severely overstacks the servers. I made a post about it yesterday to inform everyone that you rather want to play at other times, not at these times. Because at these times, this is where you get your horrible servers. But wait, there's more, because many people told me they were playing over the weekend and the end of the last week, and they were playing this event, and they were playing normal games. And what everyone noticed is that no matter what time you play, the normal servers don't have all of these issues. No matter what server you are in the world, the normal servers are not stuttering, they're not crashing, everything's fine. It's only the event servers. It's only the event games. So it seems that Gaijin literally made up this random bum event, doctored the stats, doctored around the numbers to make it look better than it is, which is very toxic behavior. You don't fucking act like it's only half the work, but then you, from the back door, doctor all the numbers, and then it's more work than it actually was than in the past. It's literally more than twice the work. And on top of that, Gaijin allocated the worst servers it apparently has for this event. So it's not that the whole dick move is enough. No, people even get the shitty servers. So even if you want to play this event, you still get fucked. Even if you have a bit of enthusiasm for it, you still get fucked because the servers suck. Yes, because the worst servers Gaijin could find, some servers in Botswana, apparently are running this event, not the normal servers. Because there's a clear disconnect between the stable servers and the unstable ones. So yeah, this is just fucking ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. And let's finish it because we already ranted enough about Gaijin shenanigans. I won't even talk about the imbalance of both nations. I won't even talk about how Gaijin even removed the winning bonus. Yes, to make the grind even worse, there's no winning bonus. I was completely surprised finding out it doesn't matter whether you win or not. Meaning, it doesn't matter whether you play socially or not. Winning, with a proper incentive system, forces people to play socially, to make teamwork happen, and to play productively, not be a lazy, egoistical bum, which usually is a problem in free-to-play games, because, well, you want to win. But in this event, you don't get anything from winning. You get the same amount of points, so everyone who's lazy, everyone who's a bum, can be a bum because he's literally, there's no difference between losing and winning. Wow, this is even worse. But obviously Gaijin didn't do that well, for some sophisticated, transcendent, high to ethical reasons. No, Gaijin just wanted to make the grind worse. And you can also see it by the fact that when players complained quite early into the event that planes being shot down is a problem for the Americans, and that it just makes it barely playable if enemies actually know how to aim with anti-air guns. What did Gaijin do? Did Gaijin, well, make it somehow easier for the Americans? Maybe give the Americans some... The easiest thing would be give the Americans some more natural spawns on the American side of the map. No, that's not what Gaijin did. Gaijin, literally all Gaijin did was reducing the amount of experience you get as a German when you shoot down planes. Wow! So instead of making the event better for players, Gaijin made the event worse for players, while pulling the plausible deniability card of saying, oh, we just wanted to nerf the planes being shot down. No, motherfucker, you wanted to nerf the grind of the players and keeping them stuck for longer in your bum servers that don't work. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. And the fact that these squads are so ridiculously badly put together, oh my god. Yeah, yeah, it's just ridiculous. And it's so easy to make it just normal. It's so fucking easy to make an event like this good. How? Well, first of all, by actually having 5,000 points and not secretly 10,000, by keeping everything normal. By the way, keep in mind, Gaijin, which consists of like two player... Gaijin for Enlisted, which consists of like 2 random gopniks working on the game, has barely any time to do anything. That's why you don't get any content, any updates, any proper quality for Enlisted. But apparently there's enough time for these gopniks to doctor around with these numbers, because every single deviation from the normal experience you get had to be manually adjusted. So there's enough time for that. Apparently there was enough time to create these weak-ass bum squads for Germany and America, instead of just everyone letting play his own squads. You understand, if you don't have paratrooper squads, you couldn't, theoretically you can't play the American side. Yeah. Yeah, this could be easily done by letting everyone choose all of the premium paratrooper squads that exist in the game for this event. Nope. By the way, this would be also a good advertisement for these squads. Because if people got used to playing them, they would say, oh damn, I want to have that for myself too. Ta-da, free advertisement. Nope, that's not what Gaijin came up with. Instead, some bum doctored around with the squads, making them worse. And congratulations, you have these boring ass 4 American squads, which is like, yeah, well, so yeah, also buying this event, this advanced event token for 900 gold, it doesn't even give you anything. As I said, like, why don't you give people more prizes if they pay? It's like the most natural thing would be give them fucking 1 or 2 more MKBs. Literally not hard to do. Literally not hard to do. Give them at least 1 more MKB so people have 4, because people usually want 4 to put them in an assaulter squad. Nope. No, the Gaijin didn't come up with that idea. And this would be, by the way, the tipping point for many players to actually buy it. If there was, in addition to these low quality prices, just give them 1 fucking 4th MKB so people can... Nope, that's not how Gaijin... Yeah, there's literally... Look, all I see here is fucking scarcity mindset. Fucking lack of creativity. Absolutely no creativity at all. No understanding of sales psychology or even just good game design in general. It just literally make the event as fucking bad and slow to grind as possible. And that's it. And then people are going to pay us. You know, this is not how people are going to pay you. This is straight up retardation. Yeah, so this is a big fail. And, well, for those who think, oh, you're just too negative, that's not how it is. Oh, that's not how it is. Then why the fuck is something like this here considered a serious business decision? Why is some bum nonsense like Autumn Sale with 4 starter packs considered a sale? Because here's the thing. You cannot afford as a company spamming bad decisions, even if they're small, because even if this doesn't, here's the thing, for most, theoretically this is a net plus, because those who want to get these discounted packs, they are happy. I also bought them when I was a new player, so yeah, I would, if I was new, I would buy them. I would say, okay, cool, good, I get discounted gold. But first of all, this is not even properly explained, so most new players won't even know that this is a good deal. And secondly, the basic economics are just the first level. The more important level is the psychological level, because that is how people decide. They don't decide rationally, economically. If that was the case, well, people wouldn't be idiots, but most people are idiots. They don't decide like that, they decide purely emotionally. Now, what's the emotional reaction, which even makes sense in this case? Well, the expectation that got broken. When people see sale, they expect high quality. They expect all of the squads and so on to be on sale, so they can buy them. Now, this is a high expectation, and this is a strong, sudden rush of emotions. Positive emotions, because people think, oh yeah, nice, I want to spend money, let's go get those squads. And then, 2 seconds later, people see you can't fucking scroll down because there's no content in the sale, and then all of these positive emotions built up turn inversely into negative disappointment and fucking disgust about how retarded is Gaijin to come up with something like that. Now, what is the end result of that? The end result is, instead of having happy customers, instead of making lots of money too, Gaijin has lots of unhappy, angry, dissatisfied people, thinking the company is either dead or run by complete morons. So, tada, something that's economically a straight positive plus is psychologically an extremely big negative. And once again, the only side that matters is the psychological side, not the economical side. This is not the stock market where people behave sometimes rational. No, this is the random Zoomer market where people only care about yeah, can we get something cool or not? And in this case, it's absolutely appropriate to be angry and disappointed and disgusted. Yeah, that's how it is today. Let's see if Gaijin, surpasses this low level retardation and comes up with something good in the next days. Because usually whenever Gaijin fucks up really hard and people spam negative things, like you can read in the funny Reddit post I posted down below, Gaijin gets its shit together and puts away the vodka bottle and thinks clearly for 20 minutes. And sometimes even comes up with a good response. So yeah, let's see whether that happens tomorrow. Let me know what you think, and of course, like the video and share it with others, so everyone knows what trickeries Gaijin trying to pull nowadays. And of course, subscribe if you're new, and until soon, goodbye.